Yeah, hello, ma'am. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
good afternoon.
Actually, I don't have any idea regarding the opportunities and the various fields that the
Okay.
French language, experts can avail opportunities. So
Mm-hmm.
I want that you elaborate on the various opportunities, especially in the field of travel and tourism and IT sector.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, Ahmed. Thank you so much. You're welcome here. So, guys, hi everyone, and welcome, guys. That is bonjour and bienvenue. That is hello and welcome, guys. So, guys, before starting this session, guys, I would just like to elaborate one thing about this language, guys. That French language has six level, guys. That is the A1, A2, B1, B2, and then C1 and C2. There are six levels. Okay, A1 and A2 is the most basic level, guys. It's a kind of a breakthrough. Okay, B1 and B2 is like an intermediate level where you need to learn a lot of things and in a lot of brief manner. And C1 and C2 is the highest proficiency level that you can achieve in this language, guys. Okay, you can achieve the highest proficiency level in this language as C1 and C2, guys. Now, guys, another thing is that whenever you are going to start something, guys, you should be aware about the advantages of learning something, guys. Okay, why I'm saying this, guys? Because, guys, just want to say one thing very clearly, that I know there must be a reason, guys. Some will going to Canada, some will go to Paris. Somebody must be going to some French speaking country, so they has a reason that they need to learn this language. But, guys, what are the advantages of learning French, guys? So the first thing is that, guys, French, is being spoken up in 29 countries, guys. Not just one or two, it's 29 countries. Okay. Another thing is that, it is the second language after English that is being spoken up in all over the world. Very handy and very popular. Okay. Third thing is that, guys, right now India is having a very good relationship with the, European countries. Most of the possibility that they are speaking French. So somewhere, somehow, it's very important and very, like a opportunistic field, I can say that, which provides you a lot of opportunities. Okay. Now, guys, let's come to the another point, guys. That what should be the procedure of learning a language, guys? What should be the procedure? Because, guys, you must be fluent with Hindi or English or with your native language, guys, because that has a reason. You are fluent in these languages, guys, because you have people around yourself whom which you can do an interaction, right? Change of words. But when you are going to learn this language, guys, definitely there is not going to be, any interaction, because you can't have a conversation in French with your family, friends, etc. Right? So that is the reason, guys, we need to be very, proper with our steps, that what should be the exact steps to learn this language, guys. Okay. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to check the audio. Yes. Huh. So, guys, just want to say one thing, one more extra thing, guys. Okay, I just want an answer for this question from your end, guys. Guys, Google Translator is there, guys. We have Google Translator, guys. But why still languages and still demand, and why humans are required for this, guys? Anybody wants to answer this? Samriddhi, Richa, Hemant, guys. Anybody wants to answer this? Japneet.
Even the Google Translate up to a certain level, and we will keep updating it.
Sorry, Hemant. Just try to be louder. The voice is not that much clear for me.
Right. I was saying that even Google Translate or any other apps for that matter, they are software based and they require a certain level of human interpretation to make them better and better. So they are not perfect.
Okay, that's right, Hemant.
And
Hemant, well said. Yes,
and
Samriddhi.
on the top of it, also the machine can only do the translation, literal translation of the words, but it can't interpret human emotions the way a person can translate it. So I think it is very much required human translator.
Very well said, Samriddhi, and very well said, Hemant. Very correct answers, guys. I can say one thing, guys. Google Translator sometimes shows you the wrong translation as well. Okay, because Google Translator is not correct every time. Okay, and yes, Priya, you definitely, Ahmed, human touch is required. It takes time to search in Google if we know a new language, so it's good for us. Yeah, that's correct. But the major thing is that, guys, Google Translator cannot understand the French grammar rules. It just convert word to word, right? Whatever word we are writing, they're just converting that, because a French grammar is thing that we humans can understand. We can be grammatically correct, we can be emotion, like we can show emotion through a sentence. So that is the thing that humans are still required, guys, in this sector. We can't just rely on the Google Translator, guys. Okay, so guys, to be more, like to understand the language in a more better way, what's the, guys, major step that you should be aware about? The thing is that, guys, if I teach an American how to speak Hindi, guys, okay, he or she can speak Hindi, but if I don't make him aware about the Indian culture, Indian clothing, or Indian festival, would he be able to write something about Diwali, Holi, or Eid, anything? No, he wouldn't be able to write that, because he is not aware about the Indian festivals and Indian culture. So knowing just a language is not an important thing. To know about its culture, belief, idea will make you a more perfectionist in that particular language, guys. Okay, so that is the reason, guys, we are going to start the session with the French culture, guys. Okay, and guys, 2 3 years back, like I got an opportunity as well to have an interaction with few of the French people, guys. So I just want to share my like experience with all of you guys that will help you to understand this language in a more better way. Okay, so the first thing is, guys, when I have an interaction with those people, guys, I can say that, French people are not that much extrovert. Okay. They take time to get mixed up with a new culture. They are not that much extrovert. We get very easily mixed up with a new culture, but they really take time. They are pretty much obsessed with their language, guys. Pretty much obsessed with their language. Why? Because they never ever speaks any different language, guys. Not even English. They never ever have, like they never ever have tried to chase English language. They have always, spoke up in their language, that is French, guys, specifically in France. Specifically. Another thing is, guys, whether you are in a multinational company, whether you are in a school, whether you are, a carpenter or a painter, doesn't matter. They all speak French on equality. So that's the reason they do believe in equality a lot, fraternity and liberty. They do believe a lot in this. Afterwards, next thing is that, what I have felt personally, that French people do not like English culture much, guys. There is a thin difference between French culture and English culture. French people do say, guys, that English men and women always wants to pretend that, that they are quite workaholic. Okay, they don't have much time, for their family or, house. But French people do say that, guys, if you're earning something, you should have time for your family as well, for your friends as well. Okay. So you don't always want to pretend, you don't need to always want to pretend that you are just workaholic. They don't like, to work after a working schedule. They say there is a working schedule, we need to follow that. Okay. Work according to that, but afterwards you have a life to enjoy that. And that is the reason why French people, are known for their joyful and romantic behavior. Okay. Romanticism. Now, guys, another thing is that, guys, French people do follow a lot of tradition, guys. They do not give uneven number of flowers to anyone. They believe, still, they believe that they don't give uneven number of flowers to anyone. Another thing, that they don't want to discuss the work at a party. They don't like it. They get offended with this behavior. If you are at a party, like apart from the workplace, like you shouldn't be discussing, the work thing or anything related to the work. Now, guys, another thing, guys, that is the cuisine. So, guys, you must have visited a lot of French restaurants, guys. Okay, and you must be aware about the cuisine. We have already ordered a lot of time, French cuisine foods at some of the restaurant. But what are their regular food habits, guys? Okay, so the normal food habits, guys, we can say that their regular food routine is, baguettes, cheese, cheese and wine, that is fromage et vin, sandwiches, lulé au chocolat, chocolate milk, pâte, pasta, pizza, obviously, these are common, hamburger, cheese, these are very much popular in their, food. Croissant, one of their popular dish that is really very popular in their culture. Croissant. So guys, these are the food items that is very popular there. Okay, they do believe in a lot of meat. They eat lamb, pork. They really do love that. Guys, apart from this, if I speak about the industry, guys, definitely fashion industry is running at its top. Paris Fashion Week, you're already aware about that. Okay, fashion designers are full fashion designer. I can say that it's very popular there, creating the good brand of clothes, luxurious brands, creation of cosmetic products, perfume, even this Garnier, L'Oreal Paris, these all are French brands. If I'll speak about the perfume, Chanel, Coco Chanel, Dior, these all are French brand, guys. So they own that. Okay, they own this area. I can say that. Guys, if I'll speak about the French festival, one of the popular festival is Bastille. Guys, anybody have any idea about the Bastille? Anybody knows about this? Okay. No idea. No
Ma'am, is
issues,
it a
guys.
French word
Okay.
or English word?
It's
Actually,
it's the national day.
exactly. When it's been celebrated, Samriddhi?
July 14th.
14 July. That's right. So, guys, this is their national festival, guys, Lou Bastille, where they do a lot of dancing, fooding, and like this kind of festival is. I have seen this festival in one of the series as well. What happens? They decorate, they eat, they have a lot of food. Dancing is there, the traditional dancing, and a lot of things. I can say that. So this is a common thing you can hear in France, basically, Lou Bastille. And there are few more festivals that you will come to know throughout the sessions as well, step by step. Okay, because we have to cover a lot of things right now. And now, guys, we have discussed about the French culture. Okay. Now, I just want to ask one thing, guys. Have you ever heard a proper French communication, guys? Have you ever heard a proper French accent? Because I have seen a lot of organization and institute, guys, okay, that they are teaching French, but they are not following the proper French accent, guys. So, guys, because you people are already planning to visit, like a French speaking country, guys, then if in case you're not aware about a proper French accent, guys, then what's the use of learning French, guys? I think it's important, right? If you are learning French, you should be able to recognize that somebody is speaking French. You can recognize that. You can speak French and people can understand you. But how it can happen, guys? When you will speak the proper French accent. Am I right or wrong, guys? Anybody wants to share any kind of opinion over this?
Right, ma'am, right.
Exactly. So, guys, I just want all of you that you should hear something today in French, guys. That what kind of accent or pronunciation we are going to follow throughout our sessions. So, guys, are you ready? You want to hear something in French?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Okay.
Yeah,
So, guys,
one thing.
sure. Ahmed, you're
Uh,
asking something?
yeah, I'm quite fascinated with French culture and French language. But
Mhm.
truth be told, whenever I listen to French pronunciation, I am literally frightened because the word appears appears otherwise, and pronunciation is different.
Exactly. The pronunciation really sounds very weird, Ahmed, but you need to just follow the right steps and measure. Okay. Right now, just listen me once that what kind of pronunciation I'm doing. Okay. And then you can definitely, I'll ask each one of you that what do you think about that? Okay. So I'll just present my one of the presentation, guys, from the A1 level only. Today, you don't have to understand that how I have framed those sentences or what is the grammar rule. No. Just listen out. How does it sounds? Okay. So let me just present my screen. Just 1 minute, guys. So how many people are, in North India right now, guys? Because it's very cold here.
I am in Gurgaon.
It's really very cold, I can say that. And in Gurgaon and Delhi, like I have seen that today's temperature just went, in morning 2 degrees Celsius. So it was really very
Yes,
cold.
it was. It's extremely
Yeah,
cold there.
same here. Like, right, I'm not in Gurgaon, but yes, like I'm in a part of North and it's very cold here. I can say that.
Ma'am, where are you from?
Like I stay in Kolkata, guys, but my native is somewhere else. So right now I'm in my native and I'm going back to Kolkata just in 2 days. So I just came back to my home, like, December and Christmas. So I'm just going back now. So, guys, yes. So, guys, the thing which I'm going to present right now, that's a proper French conversation, okay? And the first one is taking place at a bakery, guys, and the second one is taking place at an épicerie. That's a grocery, okay? So one by one, I'll just read it out. Let me know, guys. I'm going to present my screen. Please acknowledge whether the screen is visible to you or not. Guys, my screen is visible for everyone?
Not yet. Yeah, it is now.
Yes, ma'am.
Not sure. Sorry, no. No. Perfect. So guys, this is my day 7 presentation, guys, which I basically teach in the A1 level, okay, at A1 level, guys. And whenever I teach, I'll share my PDF notes and all that, you know, over the Henry Harvin portal. So here we come, conversation, guys. This is the first conversation, guys, and that's totally in French. And I have also added English subtitles below that. And just listen out the pronunciation, guys, how I'm doing it, okay? This conversation is taking place into a boulangerie, la boulangerie, that is a bakery shop between the, le garçon and le boulanger. That is the baker and the boy in French. I have said the two terms. So shall I begin, guys? I hope everybody is ready and paying an equal attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So conversation is being started by this boy, guys, okay, from here, okay? Bonjour, je voudrais un pain complet en tranche. Désirez-vous autre chose? Je voudrais deux baguettes et des petits pains au raisin. Combien? 4, ça ira. Avez-vous des gâteaux d'anniversaire? Bien sûr, mais vous devez la commander 3 jours à l'avance. Ça dépend des ingrédients que vous y mettez. En fait, je voudrais une tarte aux fruits frais avec pour être de la crème anglais ou de la crème fouette. OK, vous pouvez la commander, la veiller dans ce cas. D'accord, dans ce cas, je voudrais un gâteau pour 6 personnes. Je le réglerai avec mes baguettes. Conversation number 1, guys, okay? This is a conversation number 2, which is taking place, in a épicerie, that is a grocery shop, between the la femme, the woman, and the le épicier, that is the grocer. So conversation is being started by the woman from here, guys. You can note it down. Bonjour, monsieur. Je voudrais 2 douzaines d'œufs et une bouteille de lait. Voilà. Quoi d'autre? Je voudrais aussi une botte d'esparagus, 2 kilos de tomates et du sucre. D'accord. Quel sucre? En morceau ou en poudre? Du sucre en poudre fera l'affaire. Avez-vous de la supplétion? Oui, c'est juste ici dans le rayon des détergents. Pour finir, je prendrai 2 tranches de jambon fumé et 3 côtelettes de porc. Voilà, ça fait 40 euros. Voilà votre ticket. So guys, this 2 conversation were totally in French, guys. So just wanted to know, guys, what do you think about the pronunciation? It's very easy or it sounds very weird? Anyone?
Weird, ma'am. Very weird.
Okay. Definitely, it's the very first day. It must sound very weird. Anybody else? Vaibhavi, Sushila, Pramila, guys, Tushant, anybody wants to say anything else?
Ma'am, what is smoked ham? It was written in the second conversation.
Which one, Sumit? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a dish, smoked sliced ham and 3 hog chops. Basically hog chops are, made of pork meat, okay? So it's a kind of cutlet, so which is known as côtelette du porc. that is hog chops.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So guys, I know like at the very first day, it really sounds very weird. Okay. And Priya, it was weird as we don't know. Otherwise, it's easy if we know. Definitely, that's correct. So guys, you just need to follow the proper procedure. Okay. If I can speak this like this, you can definitely speak like this. But you need to follow the proper steps for this, guys. What not to pronounce in French? What are the French accents? How does it sounds? In the pronunciation part, what thing we need to skip. I'll share you each and every tricks and tactics, and definitely you can be able to speak the French like this. Not a difficult one. Okay. So, guys, let's start the presentation of today's. And I hope my screen is visible, and we are going to start the presentation now, guys. So, bienvenue, bonjour, that is hello and welcome, guys. Now, guys, about French. French is spoken as a native language in more than 2 dozen countries on 5 continents. Okay. French is an official language in 29 countries across multiple continents, most of which are members of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie. Okay. So it's a official organization, guys, OIF, okay, in which French speaking countries are all together members. The community of 84 countries which share the official use of teaching of French, and French is also one of the 6 official languages used in United Nations, guys. Okay. French is the second most commonly taught second language, guys, in the world after English, making it a real possibility that speaking French will come in handy practically, anywhere you travel. Okay. Now, guys, French in world. So French is the second most fluently used language on the internet, guys, because over the internet it's very popular. We have already seen that. And French is ranked the second most influential language in the world. Guys, please mute yourself. There is a noise disturbance. Let me check. Okay, I think it's better. Yes, guys. So today, guys, we are going to start with, a basic concept of French, guys, very scratch. Okay. Because if you will understand the basics, guys, then only you would be able to speak the French in a proper way, guys. So it's very important to understand from the roots and basics, guys. I have seen a lot of, places where, they are teaching the French directly through the greetings or, days of week, months of year. Guys, but the major issue is that if you don't know the alphabets, if you don't know the accents, guys, you won't be able to speak French with a proper, pronunciation and accent. So that's the reason, guys, the first topic is going to be alphabets in French, guys. There are 26 alphabets in the French language, guys. Okay. Whatever we have already studied in English, these are exact 26 alphabets, but in terms of writing, these are exactly same, guys. Okay. But in terms of speaking, the pronunciation is not same. So now I'll just tell you about the pronunciation, guys. So the first alphabet that we have with us, that is the alphabet A. So pronunciation of alphabet A in French is like A. A. Okay. The pronunciation is like A. A. Okay. The next alphabet that we have, that is the alphabet B, and the pronunciation of alphabet B in French is like be, be, be. Okay. Be. The next alphabet is alphabet C, and the pronunciation of alphabet C in French is like se, se, se. Okay, se. Okay. After C, the next alphabet is D, and the pronunciation of alphabet D in French is like de, 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 de. Okay. Make sure, guys, the pronunciation is de. You can't say it like de. De is wrong. It should be
Ma'am,
pronounced as de. Yes.
hello, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
first, how to improve our grammar words in French?
First, you need to understand the alphabets. Then only you can switch to the grammar, right? There are a
Uh,
lot of things, there are a lot of things at the French grammar, okay? Like
okay.
present tense, past tense, adverbs, verbs, pronouns. So there is a hell lot of long list. But first you need to understand the very basic idea. Then only you would be able to understand the grammar. Because if
Yes,
you think about English,
yes, ma'am.
in बचपन में क्या सिखाया जाता है? Alphabets, right? Then we
Yes,
try to frame up the small words,
ma'am.
the छोटे sentence, and then we
Yes,
try to understand the full grammar. Correct? So
yes,
just
ma'am.
wait, take your time. Yeah,
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
no issues, that's fine. Okay, guys, so after alphabet D, the next alphabet is E, and the pronunciation of alphabet E in French is like, it's O, O, okay, O, okay, it's not O, it's not U, it's O, okay, O. The pronunciation of alphabet F does not changes, guys. So F is F. It remains the same, guys. Okay. Now, just one major important thing that I want to share with all of you guys that, the pronunciation of alphabet G and the pronunciation of alphabet J, it's vice versa in French. What does that mean? G is pronounced as J and J is pronounced as G. Just remember this trick always. Okay, everyone? So G, the pronunciation of alphabet G in French is like, J, J. Pronunciation is like J. Pronunciation of alphabet H is Ash, Ash. Okay. The next alphabet is I. So pronunciation of alphabet I in French is like E, E, E. Okay. The next alphabet is alphabet J, and as I have already mentioned that G and J has a opposite pronunciation. That's why the pronunciation of alphabet J in French is like, G, G. Pronunciation is like G. Okay, G. Guys, we can't say it like, G. Okay, we can't pronounce it like G. The pronunciation is, a bit of Arabic accent is there, G, G. Okay. Now, guys, after J, the next alphabet is K, and the pronunciation of alphabet K in French is like kah, kah. Okay. Pronunciation of L, M, N does not changes in French, and it remains the same. That's why L is pronounced as L, M is pronounced as M, and N is pronounced as N. Okay. Just in the, pronunciation of N, guys, make sure that the sound of N is, a bit nasal. Okay. N is pronounced as a bit nasal. Okay. N, N. Okay. N. So L, M, N. Okay. The next alphabet is O, guys, and the pronunciation of alphabet O in French is like, O, O. Pronunciation is like O. After O, the next alphabet is P, and the pronunciation of alphabet P is P, P. Okay. Q is pronounced as Q, Q. Just round your lips, guys, and then try to say Q. Okay. Q, Q. Okay. After Q, the next alphabet is R, and the pronunciation of alphabet R. Guys, I can say one thing. This alphabet is really weird, and because of this just alphabet, the whole French pronunciation sounds really very different. And that's why we need to get a command over the pronunciation of R. So guys, the pronunciation of alphabet R in French, it's like R, R, R. You have to create a gargling sound. In my session, guys, I'll also share the trick to, get a command over the pronunciation of R. Okay, I'll show you. There are various things that I'll teach you later. But pronunciation of alphabet R, it's like R, R. And that is the reason, guys. There are few words in English as well, French as well, the common words. Okay, like restaurant is a word in French as well, but the pronunciation is like restaurant, restaurant. Okay, orange is a word in French as well, but pronunciation is orange, orange, orange. Okay. Then if I'll say, pink color in French is known as ROSE, rose, but it is not pronounced like ROSE, rose. Pronunciation is like rose, rose, rose. So we have to be very aware about the pronunciation of R, guys, and it takes time to learn the pronunciation and adapt to it. But pronunciation is R. Okay. The next alphabet is S, guys, and the pronunciation of alphabet S in French is like S. It does not changes. Okay. The pronunciation of alphabet T in French is like T. T. Okay. T. Next alphabet is U, and the pronunciation of alphabet U in French is like U. U. Okay. We don't open up our mouth, so broad. We just, try to, round our lips and then try to say U. U. Okay. The next alphabet is V, and the pronunciation of alphabet V in French is like V. 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 Okay. The next alphabet is W, guys, and whenever this has a lame logic in its, in his name, like we can say that its name has been originated from that idea. I can say that because whenever we connect two of the V's, guys, it becomes W. So double V is there. Okay, two V's are there. That's why it is known as double V. Double V. Double V. Okay. X is pronounced as X, and Y is pronounced as Y, Y, and Z is pronounced as Z, Z. Okay. So how many people understood, guys, how to pronounce alphabets in French? Anybody having any doubt up till here?
No.
Okay. I hope it's clear for everyone, guys. अगर किसी को कोई doubt है तो मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं.
Ma'am, this was quite difficult, but if I will practice regular, then I can be comfortable.
Definitely, definitely. Practice is definitely required. But yes, you just need to practice it in a better way. You need to write it down in your copy, right? Try to maintain your notes, write it down, try to practice the pronunciation. You will get perfect day by day in this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
Okay,
guys,
thank you.
next thing, no shoes anytime. So guys, next thing is, how to do the countings in French. So if I'll say, guys, 1 to 20 countings are the most basic counting. Rest, all of the, 21, 22, 31, 32, up to, 100, we can build up on this countings only. So it's very important to understand the basics first, okay? 1 to 20. So let's have a look. So guys, we have the first one, that is the 1. So in French, it is written down as UN and pronounced as un. Un. It is pronounced as un. Un. Next number is 2. It's written down as DEUX, which is pronounced as do. Do. Okay. Do. Okay. Do. The next number is 3, and it's written down as TROIS, which is being pronounced as trois. 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 Okay. Next is 4, which is being written down as QUATRE, which is pronounced as quatre. 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 Okay. Next is number 5, guys, which is written down as CINQ and is pronounced as sank. 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 Okay. The next is number 6, and it is being written down as SIX, very similar to English language, but the pronunciation is like cease. Cease. But the pronunciation is like cease. Okay. Next number is 7, and 7 is in French, it's written down as SEPT, which is being pronounced as set. Set. Okay. Set. P is silent here. Okay. Set. After 7, the next number is 8, and 8 in French is being written down as HUIT, and it's pronounced as wheat. 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 8 is pronounced as with. Okay. After 8, the next number is 9, guys, and it's written down as Neuf, which is pronounced as neuf, neuf, neuf. Okay. Next is number 10, guys, which is written down as DIX, and it is pronounced as dix, dix, dix. Okay. Now, guys, the next number is 11, and 11 in French is being written down as ONZE, and it's pronounced as onze, onze, onze. 12 is written down as DOUZE, douze, douze. Okay. 13 in French is written down as TREIZE, which is pronounced as treize, treize, treize. Okay. 14 in French is written down as QUATORZE, which is pronounced as quatorze, quatorze, quatorze. Okay. 15 in French is being written down as QUINZE, which is pronounced as quinze, quinze, quinze. Okay. 16 is written down as SEIZE, seize, seize. Okay, seize. 17, 18, 19, guys, it has a logic. Okay. 17, 18, 19, what is the, logic, behind this numbers is 17 is 10 plus 7, 18 is 10 plus 8, and 19 is 10 plus 9, guys. That's the reason 17 is, 10, 7, 18 is 10, 8, 19 is 10, 9. So that's why 10 is known as, these, and 7 is known as set. So these set. 17 is these set. 18 will be 10 and 8. These wheat. These wheat. 19 will be these and nuff. These nuff. These nuff. And 20 is VINGT, that is vin. Vin. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So these are the countings, guys, from 1 to 20 in French. I hope it's clear for everyone, guys. Anybody having any doubt till here?
No.
Okay, fine. Let's move ahead then. Now, guys, please rest of the people also acknowledge, guys. This makes session, interactive because, I have opened up the presentation over my screen. So I cannot definitely see everyone, okay, that what are you sharing in the chat box. So please try to respond, guys. No, Tarun, I understand your pronunciation is not good, okay, but definitely, like this is my job, to make your pronunciation perfect. Because if I'll teach you and if you give your efforts from your end, it's not that difficult. Okay, so don't take in a negative way. Now, guys, just a minute. So, guys, right now you're not aware about the pronoun, adverbs, adjective, okay? But still, I'm showing you few, sentences here, basic sentences that you can understand right now. So, guys, for example, if you want to say, how do you write your name in French? Question mark. How can you say that? Comment on écrit ton nom, s'il te plaît? So basically, guys, French, what happens in the French culture most of the time, there is always a formal way. There is always an informal way. What is the meaning of formal way, guys? For example, if I'm having a conversation with my teacher, professor, principal, or a stranger, who are at the higher position or I don't know them. So I'll use a formal way. But if I'm talking to my friend, someone whom I know, my relative, my mother, father, then definitely I'll use an informal way. So guys, the first one is an informal way. If I want to ask in an informal manner, so I'll ask, comment on écrit ton nom, s'il te plaît? Okay, s'il te plaît is please. Okay, but if I want to ask the same question in a formal way, for example, somebody is, having a very higher position or somebody I don't know. So I'll say, comment on écrit votre nom, s'il vous plaît? So, s'il te plaît, please in an informal way, and s'il vous plaît is a please in a formal way. Okay. In return, guys, you can also ask, et toi, and you, like for example, if I'm saying someone, comment ça va? He or she replied, ça va, I'm good. So in, return, he or she can ask me, et toi, and you. And if, somebody wants to ask in a formal way or in a plural, because guys, right now, if I'm having a conversation with the multiple people, I'm not having a one-on-one conversation with Sumit or either Samriddhi. No, I'm having conversation with the multiple people. So it's a formal way, guys. So if I want to ask, I'll say, et vous, and you. If somebody asks me from your, group that Ayanshi, comment ça va? How are you? I'll say, ça va bien, I'm good. Et vous? And you. So I'll ask in a formal way, guys. So this is the trick, basically. Now, guys, the basic greetings in French, guys, that we use in normal day-to-day life, there are hell lot of greetings, okay? But these are few that we use in, regular basis. So first one is bonjour, bonjour, that is hello. Bonjour, good morning. Both of them have the same word, bonjour, okay? Then bien et vous, good, and you, okay? S'il vous plaît, or s'il te plaît, please, okay? Next one, au revoir, goodbye, okay? Bonne nuit, good night, merci, guys, nobody will say it as merci, no, that's wrong. It's merci, which is thank you, okay? And if you want to say thank you so much, so it will be merci beaucoup, okay? Next one, je vous en prie, you are welcome. If somebody is saying to me thank you, I can say you are welcome. So je vous en prie, you are welcome. Bonsoir, good evening. Comment ça va? How are you? À bientôt, see you later or see you soon. À bientôt. Enchanté, which means nice to meet you or nice to see you. So it's enchanté. Okay. If I'm meeting someone, I want to say, with pleasure meeting you, I'll say enchanté, okay? So very common in French culture. So these were the basic greetings, guys, in French, okay? Now, guys, in French, we, how to give your basic introduction. This is a very small one, guys, okay? Just 2 to 3 lines, a very small basic introduction. But at the A1 level, guys, we need to learn that, we need to understand or make up the introduction at least 10 to 15 lines. But here is a small sample how we can say that. So, for example, guys, she's Henriette, how she's, explaining herself. Bonjour, je m'appelle Henriette, I am Henriette. Je suis Philippine, I am Philippine. Je viens du Davao, I am from Davao. J'habite à Lanang, I stay in Lanang or I live in Lanang. J'ai 20 ans, I'm 20 years old. Okay. For example, if I want to say something, about myself, bonjour, je m'appelle Ayanshi, je suis Zambian, I'm Indian, je viens de Mumbai, like take a hypothesis situation, okay, hypothetical situation. Je viens de Mumbai, I'm from Mumbai. J'habite à Kolkata, I live in Kolkata or I stay in Kolkata. J'ai, and then your age, okay? So you can speak about yourself as well, guys. Je m'appelle means I call myself as Henriette. I call myself as Ayanshi. You can also say, mon nom est Ayanshi. My name is Ayanshi. Okay. So you can say either of the ways, guys. But when you will learn all of the things, pronoun, grammar, verbs, then you can make up these sentences, make the sentences on your own. Right now, you are not aware about that. But yes, you will come to know. So guys, I hope till here it's clear for everyone. Anybody having any doubt up till here?
Ma'am, I have one
No,
question.
Sure, please ask.
Ma'am, in last previous class there is written a merci. It means thank you. So
Mhm.
how do we say welcome in French?
Welcome in French, we say je vous en prie. Je vous en prie. You can say je vous en prie. Or
Okay.
else you can say de rien. De
Mhm.
rien means, it's nothing. Never mind, okay? No
Okay.
issues, anytime. De rien.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no issue. No shoes, that's fine. So now, guys, getting started with the Henry Harvin, guys, because obviously, when you're going to join some organization, guys, it's your right to know each and everything about that organization. So here are some details. Okay. So, guys, Henry Harvin started in 2013, guys. It's based in a San Francisco, California, pardon. Henry Harvin is a competency development organization offering focused learning solutions, those cater to diverse audience from industry and academics, guys. Okay. It has its presence in India, Sri Lanka, and San Francisco and Beijing, guys. 4 places, okay? India, Sri Lanka, San Francisco, and Beijing. Now, guys, delivered instructor-led training to a client base of 3 lakh plus learners. Till date, data. Okay. Delivered safe place training to a client base of 2 lakh plus learners. Providing 80 plus of courses. Regarding the courses, guys, if I'll get very honest, guys, I think no organization is providing such a kind of, variant courses, Six Sigma belt, course content writing, then Japanese, German, Italian, Korean. I think each and every language is available here. It's very diverse. Vendor with 150 plus corporates, guys. Partner to the 80% colleges pan India. This is the right now data. Now, guys, program features, guys. One thing I would like to mention about Henry Harvin, guys, that I really like, not as an employee of this organization, no. I just really like this feature from the learner's point of view, guys. The thing that I like most is that, Henry Harvin provides you a portal, okay? Whatever I'll be teaching you, okay? Whatever I'm teaching you over my system, this all content will be shared to you as well, so that you can do practice and revision at your home as well. Next thing is that, guys, like whatever classes are going on from day one to the end of the session, all of the class recordings are going to be available at your portal. So if in case, guys, like today you are not well because we are humans, some kind of emergency can happen with us, right? And if I'm not able to join today's session, then I can watch out the class recording and I can again come back to me, like I can again come back to my trainer, or you can come back to me, okay? And you can say, Ayanshi, I have watched all the recording. I understood each and every point, but I didn't understood this point. Could you please explain me once more? So I can extend the session for you 5 to 10 minutes and I can make you understand that topic. So what does that mean? That there is no absenteeism here. You are not going to miss any session, guys, because class recording is going to be there. You are not going to miss any session. So I really like this, like feature a lot, because language is something that really requires a lot of revision and practice, guys. So through class recording, you can be well versed with this language. Okay. Now, guys, live training sessions, boot camp sessions that takes place weekly here, membership of the Henry Harvin Language Academy. As I have already, discussed about the French language course levels, guys, A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1 and C2. Same thing is already mentioned here. You can have a look over the presentation. Now, guys, program details. So training fees is there, guys. Assignments and projects are there. Certification, guys. Authorized certificates are there. Life membership of Writing Academy, guys. E-learning LMS portal access. You are going to get in portal of Henry Harvin, guys, where you can get all of the resource material, class recording, assignments, etc. Monthly boot camp, guys, and unlimited access to the multiple trainers, guys. What does that mean, guys? Like for example, if I'm taking a session in Henry Harvin and I'm not liking this trainer, this particular trainer, I'm not able to understand his accent, or I'm not liking, his or content, in that case, guys, you can change your trainer as well. You have that option available. So whatever you are going to pay here to learn a language, it's worth, okay, it's worth it. Now, guys, these are the, links of social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, then YouTube. I'm going to share this in the, chat box so that you can note it down if you want to, check something out. So this one is for Facebook, right? This one is for Facebook, sharing the chat box. Okay, now next one is of LinkedIn. Then Twitter. Then next one, it's of YouTube, guys. So you can check out, about the Henry Harvin, guys, what kind of organization it is, and there are much more details available on the social media platform. Okay. Now, guys, another important information, the guys, that our upcoming batches are going to start from 10th January, 2023. And it starts on every week as well, guys. If you want to talk to someone regarding, in joining the Henry Harvin, you can note down this number as well, guys. 9891953953. This is the number, guys. And the email will be hello@thehenryharvin.com. Okay, you can use that as well. So guys, this was about the Henry Harvin. Thank you so much. And now, guys, one important thing that, Ahmed has already asked me in the beginning about the career option, guys. There is a lot of career options available. Even if I'll speak about the IT industry, yes, like I do train the people who come from the IT industry because they are going to get a French project, or they are, going to a French speaking country. So it is an extra advantage for you to learn this language, and you can have a, like extra growth in your career. Whether you can go ahead in your embassies, you can do a job role for a translator entrepreneur, then further you can go ahead with the, teaching skills, or, training skills, that is also very popular nowadays. So career perspective, yes, a lot of career options are available. And as French is being spoken up in 29 countries, you can see. China, Chinese is just a language that is highly paid. But French is the second highest paid language, guys. But Chinese just being spoken up in China, but French in 29 countries. So definitely it has a more weight. So guys, this was about me, everything. And now I just want to know, guys, anybody wants to ask anything, guys, please go ahead and please tell me.
Hello, ma'am. I have to ask two questions actually. So
Sure, please
you have
go ahead.
already spoken about IT industry and French language. And tell me more about French language and its prospect in the field of travel and tourism and hotel.
Ahmed, see, in the field of definitely hotel management, travel and tourism, it's an additional advantage. Why, Ahmed? Because, for example, if you're working at a, like hotel, and if you get an option to work for, some European countries, where this French is being a, main language. So definitely you need to be aware about with that language to have an interaction with the people, right? So this is going to be an extra advantage for you. If you know French, you can go to the French European countries where you can do your work in the hotel management only. You can go ahead with that. So it has a lot of advantages.
And secondly, if there are set rules, and after learning these rules, I can get hold of French pronunciation, because it's
Regarding
still
the
where.
pronunciation, regarding the pronunciation, you don't need to worry, Ahmed, okay? Because like whoever joins my session, definitely that's, whoever joins our session, I can say that they can learn the pronunciation, because we just don't focus on the writing skills, not listening skills, or not just on speaking. We just focus on three of the things. Whatever I am teaching in the session, you need to speak up in the classroom right now. Okay.
Is it
Like,
all about memorizing pronunciation, or just learning some rules and just learn the
no,
pronunciation skill by
there
yourself?
are some rules. There are some rules, and it's a game of practice. Okay, there are some rules for sure. You need to be aware about that rules. Okay, there are some tricks and tactics that I'll also share that. Okay, and there are some accents as well in French. Accent aigu, accent circumflex, accent grave. Apart from the alphabets, so I need to teach you that first. You can't, अब मैं अगर वो बोलूं कि आप समुद्र को ऊपर से देख के उसकी गहराई नहीं समझ पाओगे, आपको उसके अंदर जाना पड़ेगा उसे समझने के लिए. तो आपको सारा एलिमेंट समझना पड़ेगा. देन अहमद, डेफिनेटली यू कैन स्पीक इट अप. इफ आई कैन डू इट, व्हाई कांट यू? Yes, it's just the need of efforts कोई सही guide आपको करे and a 50% efforts from your end, then it will be definitely a successful thing.
Yeah, thank you.
No issues. Anybody else, guys, wants to ask anything? Any other
Yeah,
question?
I have a question.
Sure,
So
Samrit.
actually, I have learned French on my own for a couple of months now. I think I am somewhere. I know a couple of verbs. I know ABCD, and I know the accent as well. I could read whatever you had shown on the screen. But I have not given any exam, so I don't know what level I am. So I don't want to enroll into A1 because I certainly feel that is not for me. I'm way beyond that. I know adjectives, I know proverbs. I know a couple of things that I've done on my own. Right. So I want to enroll, but I don't know what level would be the best enrollment for me. So who would be the best judge in that case?
Okay, I can do it for you. There is no issues in that, Samriddhi. And Samriddhi, for example, you know like about the ER verbs, IR verbs, irregular verbs, and then passé
I know.
composé, then
Yes.
future proche. You are aware
Yes.
about this verb?
Future, I'm not aware of. I am aware up until passé composé. The past, I'm aware
Okay,
of.
passé composé.
Yeah.
Okay, and direct object pronoun, indirect object pronouns, this things you are aware?
Pronouns, yes, I'm aware of. I need to revise that once again, but I'm aware of. Yes.
Okay. So Samriddhi, you can just do one thing. You can go ahead with the A2 level, okay? Because as you
Okay.
don't know the future approach, so there are much more things at the A1 as well. But you can do one thing
Okay.
because Harvin has a feature of class recording. So you can go through
Okay.
the class recordings of A1 of mine or any
Okay.
trainer, and then you can join with
Okay.
the A2. So this will be a best thing for
Okay.
you. Balanced one.
Absolutely. I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Most welcome. So, guys, this was it for today's session, guys. And I hope that you all have liked the session. And I wish you, like, because we are meeting for the very first time. So it's already, 5th of January, but still Happy New Year, guys. Bon année. And take care of yourself, guys. Merci and ab bientôt, guys. I want to apply for the course for my daughter. Is she in grade 3? Okay, Priya, like your daughter is very small right now, but yes, Henry Harvin do have an option for the kids as well. So we prepare a class for kids as well with a limited syllabus and the level of syllabus that they can understand. So you can enroll for that as well if you want to. Okay, I hope I have answered all of your questions, guys. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Bye bye. Merci.